If it plays
Yes,
an
sir.
important role, how do you think it will play an important role? In what way?
So to managing the things, keep record.
Okay. What else? For managing the operations in supply chain, maybe information technology is useful. What else? You can share your thoughts.
Keep recording.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Using application booking shipments.
By using certain applications, what can we do?
Booking shipments.
We can book shipments. Can you all see if I write in this corner? Can you all see? If I write in this corner of the board, will it be visible to you all? It will be visible. Okay. See, what are the, we'll talk about the advantage of using IT in supply chain. What can be the advantages of using IT in supply chain, information technology? Can you record everything?
Yes, sir.
You can record everything. Can you quickly report on what is happening in the supply chain from supplier to manufacturer, or from manufacturer to distributor, or from distributor to customer? What is happening? Will you be able to tell if you use information technology?
Yes, sir.
See, it is not only telling. See, all this can be done manually. But so, for example, in my supply chain, if I'm the manufacturer, I should know how many suppliers are there. What are they supplying? Are they supplying on time? In case if they are not supplying on time, in the last 1 year, how many times did they not supply on time? Will all this information, see, I'm making certain sentences. You have to tell me how is it useful. See, in the supply chain, we know these are the players. We know the 4 important players. Tell me who are the 4 important players in supply chain. Quickly, please. 4 important players in supply chain.
Supply, manufacturer, distributor.
Supply, manufacturer,
distributor, and customer. Okay. Distributors are again wholesalers and retailers. So I'm not talking about wholesalers, retailers separately. I'm calling them as distributors. So these are the 4 people in the supply chain. Yes or no?
Sir, yes, sir.
Now, among these 4 people, I'm saying if you take the help of information technology, how will it be useful? For example, for manufacturer, you may have many suppliers. If you want to know which supplier is doing good, which supplier is doing bad, how many times did they supply on time, how many times they did not supply on time, this is some information you need. And from the distributor point of view, manufacturer wants to know what is the demand for their products from the customer. Does manufacturer want to know the demand or not? So only if you know the demand, you can manufacture accordingly. Now see, as a manufacturer, as a company, if I am a manufacturing company, I also would like to know how many customers are actually buying my product. Out of this, how many are buying multiple times? How many of them are actually satisfied with my product? All this is the information that I required for my organization. Do you agree with my statements or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
now, all the statements that I told, will you be able to get the information manually when you have manual records, manual files maintained? Will you be able to get all that information manually?
Yes, sir.
It
Yes.
becomes difficult to collect manually.
Yes, we can actually get it manually, but the time taken to get all this and to do everything manually is very cumbersome process. It's a very difficult process. And you have to wait a long time to reconciliate all those records and get the necessary information. It takes a long time to get all the information. If you want some information from the customer, you have to talk to distributors, then distributors will tell you about customers. All this is a lengthy process. But in the fast-paced world now, we cannot wait such long. If you wait for 2 or 3 months to get the information and then take a decision, by then the sales will be over. Are you understanding what am I trying to tell here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whatever information that you need for your organization, that information can be collected manually also. But if you collect manually, the disadvantage is it will take a lot of time for you to get that information and then use it for decision making. Rather than that, what we are doing is with the advancements of ITC, information and communication technology, we are with information and communication technology advancements in the world, all the companies started using information technology and they started digitalizing their activities or processes. So if that is the case, How will information technology be useful in supply chain management is what we will be discussing in this topic. So in what areas can we use information technology? And if you are using information technology, how will it be helpful to us in quickly making the decisions? That's what we are going to discuss now. So I have been continuously referring to these four elements of supply chain: the supplier, manufacturer, distributors, and customers. So the advantages of using information technology in supply chain management are broadly categorized into four. Are you all with me? Are you all listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The advantages of information technology, roughly speaking, advantages of using information technology in supply chain are categorized into four. They are: one is transactional. If you use information technology, you can use information technology for transactions. How many are you buying? What is the price? The transactions you can note down. That is what is transactional. One is transactional advantage. I hope you can see the board. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Then the second one is information technology is also used in supply chain management. Information technology is used for transactions. What are you buying? How much are you buying? How much you want? How many the customers will buy? All these are transactions. So information technology, IT can also be used for collaboration. What is collaboration? What is collaboration? Collaborating with your partners.
To work together.
Collaboration is to work together. So information technology also will help you to collaborate in the supply chain. So it will link all of you. It will link the supplier to manufacturer, manufacturer to distributor, distributor to customer in an easy way. So that linking is possible through information technology. That's what is collaboration. Then information technology is also used for proper decision making. It is also useful for decision making. Let me write it in blue. Decision making. And lastly, use of IT, information technology, it will also help the organization for preparing the reports quickly. Reporting. So these are the four broad areas of or advantages of using information technology in supply chain. So transactional advantage, collaborative advantage, quick decision making, and it will also help us in reporting. Okay. You got the four elements of using transactional. Transactional, last one is reporting. Did you get?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me a few examples. Tell me a few examples of how information technology is used, or what is the platform or the media through which information technology is used in the supply chain. See, if you are talking about IT and supply chain, or IT, information technology, and any other subject, you should know these two terms, importantly two terms. One is EDI, interface, and RFID, platform. What are these?
The second one is
RFID and EDI platform. EDI interface and RFID platform. What are these?
Sir, RFID is radio frequency information developed, I think. D, I'm not remembering.
Radio frequency is right. It's not information. RF radio frequency is right. What is EDI?
the radio frequency identification.
Yeah, RFID is radio frequency identification. EDI is electronic data interchange. Are you getting the terms? Whenever you talk about IT, information technology in any of the subjects, the entire concept of IT, use of IT in business is based on these two: electronic data interchange and radio frequency identification. Now, what is this electronic data interchange? What is electronic data interchange? As the name suggests, electronically you'll interchange the data. How many products do you want? Electronically you'll email. You're emailing it, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You are placing orders online. All that is done electronically. emails and all. That interface is what is called as EDI, electronic data interface. You are not using any manual paper or anything. We are electronically ordering everything and getting. That is what is electronic data interface. I'm not getting into the very depth of these. I'm only telling you the outline as to what are these. Now, what is radio frequency identification? Radio frequency identification.
It is a tag, electronic tag device tag, which is put on the product or the packages to detect or track the package.
Yeah, right, madam. In simple words, if you see the barcode on the product, when you go to the
Yes.
shopping mall, you see barcodes.
Yes.
Yeah, those barcodes are what are these? Radio frequency identification. The barcodes, you
Yes.
just have to scan the barcode. Yes or no? Are you getting?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes, sir.
So electronic data interchange and radio frequency identification are two. The interface and the platform which made the work easy for everyone in the supply chain. In the entire supply chain, right from suppliers to the customers, everything became easy. Tracking also became very easy with the introduction of or with the advent of EDI and RFID. Do you agree? Yes or no? Now, if there is a raw material and if I'm tagging it with a barcode, I can track it where it is going, where it is. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It will be easy for the manufacturer also. It will be easy for the manufacturer also in case if there is a defective product by using barcodes, they can say that this came from which supplier if you have multiple suppliers. So all this became possible. In introduction of information technology became possible with the invention of EDI and RFID. You got this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Did you get this till here? Now, if this is the case, I told you what is the advantage of using IT in supply chain management and on what base, what are the foundation stones for information technology in supply chain. These two are the foundation stones. Electronic data interchange and radio frequency identification are the foundation stones. If that is the case, where can we use in supply chain management? My question is to you all. My question to you all is, in supply chain management, I told you what is the use of information technology. Where can you use information technology in the supply chain? And when can you use? Where can you use information technology and when can you use information technology in supply chain? Did you get my question? Yes or no?
No, sir. Can you please explain?
I'm saying if you are using information technology like emailing, collecting reports all electronically in the supply chain, suppliers, manufacturers, distributors and customers, all this is my supply chain. In the supply chain, where can we use information technology and when can we use information technology? When can we use IT and where can we use IT in supply chain?
Sir, if a customer have a demand from us, then we have sent product to him. So then we can use IT to track that particular product. Has it reached him or not?
Okay.
So when we have to maintain the data to arrange the proper systematic way to supply chain from collecting the product from the suppliers to deliver it to the customers.
Okay.
Sir, also in demand forecasting, sir. So that
Yes, right.
how
Even in demand forecasting also we can use information technology. Information collected from the customer. Agreed? Yes, all what you told is right. Okay, I'm going ahead. See, all the places where we can use supply chain in the where we can use information technology in supply chain broadly, generally, if you look at the operations of a company, if you look at what are the 4 elements of supply chain, can you name them? I'm writing here at the bottom. Can you see if I'm writing at the bottom? If I'm
Yes.
writing here, can you see?
no, sir, above it, sir.
No, sir.
You can see here if I'm writing.
Yes, sir.
So I told in supply chain there are suppliers, there are manufacturers, distributors, and customers. So if I am the manufacturer, and these are all the people who are supporting me in my manufacturing process and then selling the product to the customer. If this is my supply chain. From the manufacturer point of view, the important activities of a manufacturer are categorized into 3. Are you all listening?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking about supply chain from the manufacturer's point of view. I'm the manufacturer. I'm supposed to make products and sell it to the customer. So from the manufacturer point of view, the important activities of the manufacturer are, what are the important activities of the manufacturer? Tell me.
So they produce a product from the raw material.
Yeah, they produce a product, which is making. They have to make the product. Yes or no? I'm terming it as make. Right. Absolutely
Yes.
agree. What are other tasks of the manufacturer? Other tasks of manufacturer?
Forecasting.
So taking the orders from the supplier.
They have to buy from the supplier. They have to buy raw material from the supplier. Am I right? We
Yes,
call it
sir.
as buy. We call it as buying. Buying raw materials from the supplier. Manufacturer have to buy some raw materials from the supplier. They have to make the product, and then what they should do? They should sell the product to the customer.
No, sir, to the distributor.
Okay, they have to sell the customer to the all. The distributor is also customer for me, and the customer is also customer for me. You agree?
Yes, sir.
So if this is the case, those are the three important activities to understand the use of IT in supply chain management. To understand the use of IT in supply chain management, I am categorizing the important activities of the manufacturer into three categories. They are, you have to buy first. I am writing here. See, I drew a two-dimensional graph wherein I took x-axis. Can you see x-axis here? I wrote x. Can you
Yes, sir.
see? X-axis, and I'm taking y-axis. Okay. Others, are you all following?
Yes.
Are you all listening? So on x-axis, see why this diagram will be useful for us is through this diagram I want to tell you what are the important concepts of IT. Yes, go ahead. Someone is asking some doubt.
Sir, when manufacture product produce, then they proceed to distributor or warehouse.
They will proceed to distributor or warehouse. They will proceed to the distributor.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. Through this concept, we are trying to understand how is information technology used in supply chain management in all the different operations and in terms of advantage. What am I trying to tell you is, on x-axis, in this diagram, on x-axis, I am taking all the important activities of the manufacturer. So activities of the manufacturer are categorized as buying raw materials from suppliers, making the product, and then finally selling. So three activities. So I'm taking buying here. First you have to buy. So I took it here at the end. This is what is buy for me. Now once you buy raw materials from the supplier, what are you supposed to do as a manufacturer? What are you supposed to do?
Make the product.
So you have to manufacture. So that manufacturing process, I'm saying it as making the product. So you are buying, you are making, and finally what are you supposed to do?
Selling.
You're supposed to sell. So the three important activities of the manufacturer, I took it on x-axis. Did you all get it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Almost 35 students, but only 1 and 2 S's.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if this is what I took on x-axis, look at what I'm taking on y-axis. I told you, information technology will help you in transactions. So I'm taking transaction first on y-axis. So this T is transaction. Okay, you got it? For doing various transactions, what are the various softwares that we will use is what we will try to understand here. Okay. For performing various transactions, for ordering, for selling, for making the product, for buying the product, for buying the raw materials, what kind of software will be used? That is what is IT. Yes or no? Information technology,
Yes,
you have to make use of software. So what kind of software will be used for in transactions in all these three areas is what we will try to understand in this part of the graph. Okay. Did you get it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if you are collaborating, second advantage is collaboration. If you are collaborating with your partners, with your suppliers, with your distributors, what are the softwares that we will use? What is the information technology tool that we will be using in supply chain for collaboration purposes is what we will be discussing in this part of the graph. Okay. Then what is the third advantage? For decision making, third one is decision making. I told you here already in advantages here. I told you transactional, collaboration, decision making, and reporting are the advantages. So for decision making, what are the kind of information technology tools or softwares that the company uses during buying, making, and selling for in decision making is what we will be discussing in this part. And lastly, what is the last advantage? What is the last advantage?
Reporting.
So for reporting, what kind of tools or what kind of information technology software will be used is what we will be discussing. See, actually what we have to do is, we have to discuss each of these parts separately. But because this is what we'll be discussing, instead of putting in one graph, I'm putting everything in one graph. But when you refer to books, when you study materials and go to journals, each part is discussed separately. But for you to understand easily, I'm putting it in a single graph. Till now, did you understand what is this graph talking about? Yes or no? You have to tell me yes or no.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you
Yes, sir.
understand what is this graph talking about? So I have for selling, I will have some software. For making, I will have some software. And for buying from raw materials, I will have some software. Now all this software is what I'm going to list.
सर वन डाउट सर,
Yes, go ahead, please.
सर सेल को राइट साइड नहीं लिख सकते, बाई को लेफ्ट साइड क्यों नहीं लिख सकते?
We can do it. We can do it. It's possible.
Both sides are written.
Yeah, we can write buy here. You can write sell here. Nothing wrong.
Okay.
You can do that. No problem. So if you are buying means, what are you buying here? Tell me, what are you buying here?
So raw material.
Raw material, sir.
So we are actually procuring. Okay, let me write all the software. If you are making means, what kind of software or what kind of information technology tool used in making is, the common thing used for all this is something called as ERP. What is ERP? Apart from ERP, we will be using something called as MES, IES, PES. I hope it's visible. Can you see this here? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
This is making. In the making, whatever kind of software or information technology tools that are used in supply chain management, the names I wrote. I'll tell you the full forms. When you sell, when you are selling your product to the customer, what kind of transactional related software that they will use is, they will use OTT software, OTT and POS. These are all transactional related. Under collaboration, they will use SRM. We will use ERP2, and we also use collaborative planning, forecasting, and replenishment. And for selling, they use customer relationship management, CRM. Then under decision making, what they use is, they use production planning tools. They use inventory planning tools, inventory planning system, transport planning system, and supply chain planning system. Here they use demand forecasting tools. And lastly, on the top for reporting, they use customer relationship management matrix. They use supply chain matrix, supply chain management matrix, and they use supplier relationship management matrix. See, I just only filled the entire chart. We are supposed to discuss. Can you see or you cannot see what I wrote on the board? Quickly.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's not clear, sir.
Confusing. I'm going to dictate each of them now and explain. Are you clearly able to see this, what I wrote on the board?
Sir, in buy transaction, sir, ये जो आप मिटाने वाले हो, ये क्या लिखा था, sir?
In the buyer part,
Top, sir, top.
transaction here.
Above, yes, sir, yes, this one.
This is SRM matrix.
Okay.
SRM matrix. All which are there on the top are matrix only. CRM matrix, supply chain planning matrix, supplier relationship management matrix. Okay, let me dust off everything else. Let me keep only this chart on the board. Now, can you see? Is it clearly visible? Clearly visible, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, please repeat once again.
The words,
Sir, cell section.
see, I'm starting from here. I wrote OTT, POS, OTT, POS here. I'm
Yes,
going to
sir.
tell what is OTT, POS. Here I
Yeah.
wrote MES. Okay, let me start explaining so that you can expand and then write yourself. Okay. Should I start? Should I start? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, through this topic, we are trying to understand what kind of information technology tool is used or tools are used in the organization in relation to supply chain management. In relation to supply chain management, what kind of information tools or softwares can be used in a company which is related to supply chain management? That's what we are trying to understand in this concept. Okay. So for understanding this concept, I divided the activities of the manufacturer. From manufacturer's point of view, all the activities of the manufacturer are categorized as buying raw materials, manufacturing the product, and selling the product. So manufacturer's activities are categorized into three: buying raw materials, manufacturing, and selling. Till here, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And we will use information technology in all these three areas. In all these three areas, for transacting, we use information technology. For collaborating, we use information technology. For decision making, we use information technology. For reporting, we use information technology. Is the y-axis clear?
Yes, sir.
We use IT. We use information technology for transactions. We use information technology to get into partnership or collaborate with your partners in the supply chain. We use information technology for decision making. We also use information technology for reporting in supply chain. These are the four elements on y-axis. X-axis and y-axis is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let us start discussing each of these in detail. So for transactions in the supply chain for transactions, what kind of software is used for buying raw materials? See, for buying raw materials, this is what is buying, right? For buying raw materials, we have procurement related softwares. That is what they'll be using here. Procurement related software separately. That is what is this. For manufacturing, in manufacturing, what are the kind of softwares that manufacturer uses? See, I wrote here, in the manufacturing area, this part, what kind of softwares or information technology tools are used in supply chain management? I wrote MES. Can you see here MES? MES means manufacturing execution systems. MES is manufacturing execution systems. Are you getting it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Like how you have decision support systems. This is manufacturing execution system, MES. Then we have IES. This is inventory execution system. IES is inventory execution system. Then TES is transportation execution system. These are the different types of execution systems or information technology related software that is used in manufacturing for transactions. Used in manufacturing for transactions. Are you all getting it? Yes or no? Are you writing
Yes,
these
sir.
names separately?
Yes,
Full
sir.
forms. If you don't write full forms, it is only again a blue for you later on. So I'm trying to tell you what are the softwares used for each of these activities in the company. So for manufacturing, transaction related software used are for manufacturing. Transaction related software used are MES, IES, TES. Manufacturing execution systems, inventory execution systems, transportation execution systems. Okay.
Sir, these three will come under the ERP, no?
They are part of ERP. Yes. Not only this, all of them can be collaborated in ERP.
Okay.
Are you all listening? That's why I did not talk about ERP here. Actually, instead of having separately for everything can be there in ERP. One common software which
Yes,
manages
sir.
everything.
In ERP, we can input the production quantity till the sales quantity.
Yes.
We can
yes.
track all the things in the ERP. only.
Yes, in the ERP. That is the advantage of ERP. Yes. So separately we need all these, but instead of having separately all this, what we can do is we can have a single ERP like SAP. SAP is an ERP. So we'll talk about that for the benefit of all others. So till now you understood for manufacturing for manufacturing under transactions, what kind of information technology tools we'll use. Till here, is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Whoever is not interested in IT, I don't know if you are listening. Okay, look at this here. Now, when you want to sell, even while selling also there are transactions happening. The buyer there, the customer should pay me money. I have to give the product. In this also there is a transaction going on, like billing and all. Yes or no? No.
Yes, sir.
For billing, tracking and all, what kind of software we'll use for your product is, this is what is there. See, OTT is, what is OTT? Order tracing and tracking systems. Order tracing and tracking systems is one kind of software that you can use in case if your products are going like e-commerce companies, they use OTTs. They use order tracing and tracking systems to find out where your product is. Are you listening? Yes or no? Once the product
Yes.
is sold, where is the product? Did it reach the customer or is it in between transit? All that can be tracked to this software called as OTT, order tracing and tracking system. Then we also have something called as POS. What is this POS? Point of sale systems. Yeah, right. POS is point of sale. At the area where you are selling the product, where you are paying, in the billing itself, how many products are sold, what is the quantity, everything, that information will be available. That is what is point of sale. Okay, that billing category.
So the billing, the card machine or the swipe machine we use is also
machine. Yeah, right, Ramin. Right. The machines that we use for all that billing purposes and the software is the POS systems. Okay. Card swiping machines, everything comes under POS. So this is OTT, order tracing tracking, point of sale. This is the first part of the graph. All these are the various information technology tools used during the transaction stage of the supply chain. Look at the collaborative stage of the supply chain. What is collaboration? You getting in touch with your suppliers, distributors, customers. Getting in touch with them is what is collaboration. Now for collaboration, what kind of software is used for buying from your suppliers, for manufacturing in your company, and for selling it to the customers? What kind of software is used is what we are discussing in the second part of the graph. From bottom, second part. For collaborating, what kind of information technology tools will be used for buying, manufacturing, and selling? Now, for buying from the suppliers, they use these systems called as supplier relationship management systems. SRM is supplier relationship management systems. That is the kind of information system that they use to maintain relationship with the suppliers. You got it? You got SRM? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now for during manufacturing process, the kind of collaborative tool that is used is CPFR. The full form of CPFR is collaborative planning. C is collaborative, P is planning, F is forecasting, R is replenishment. I am writing the word here. REPLENISHMENT. Can you see this? C is collaborative, P is planning, F is forecasting, and replenishment. What is this replenishment? What is replenishment? Anyone?
Sir, just
Refilling, sir.
Refilling.
What is it? Refilling. Yeah, right. See, your stock is over. Again, you refill it with new stock. That refilling process is what is called as replenishment. Okay. Replenishment is refilling process. You got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
For example, if you go to a mall, there will be a big shelf with items. If all that items are sold, that shelf order again should be replaced with the new items. That replacing with the new items, once it is getting over, is what is called as the process. What is called as replenishment. You got it? Refilling that area is what is called as replenishment. So
Yes,
for you in the manufacturing process, for collaboration, they use this concept or they use this tool called as CPFR, collaborative planning forecasting and replenishment. Actually, this is linked to one word called as, this process is linked to one word called as VMI. We discussed about VMI yesterday itself. What is VMI? Have you heard about vendor managed inventory? Vendor managed inventory. Did we discuss in the class? In one of our classes last week?
No, sir.
Where did we get vendor management inventory? Vendor managed inventory.
No, sir.
I used a word called as vendor managed inventory. Did we talk about JIT?
Yes, sir.
Did we talk about JIT 2?
Sir, only JIT.
Did I mention about JIT 2 when I was telling about where did we talk about JIT? Just in time? Classification of inventory, inventory classification techniques. We have ABC analysis.
Yes,
We
sir.
have HML analysis. In that order, we talked about JIT, just in time. And when I was telling you about just in time, we are no more in just in time 1, we are in just in time 2. I remember telling you that we are in just in time 2.
Yes, sir.
And just
There you mentioned vendor management.
vendor management managed inventory. You remember just in time 2 is also called as vendor management inventory. Similarly, CPFR is also called as vendor management inventory. What is vendor management inventory? Or what is vendor managed inventory? What is vendor managed inventory? What is vendor managed inventory, please? As the name suggests, vendor managed. Who is a vendor for me? From a company's point of view, who is vendor?
Supplier.
Supplier is a vendor. Supplier is also called as a vendor. So vendor managed inventory is supplier managed inventory. What is it? For a manufacturer, the supplier will maintain the inventory for the manufacturer. Supplier is the person who is supplying raw materials. So if you have a warehouse wherein you have your all your raw materials, the entire warehouse management will be taken care by the vendor, by the supplier. It's not the manufacturer who will be taking care of it. It is the vendor who will be taking care of it. That process is what is called as vendor managed inventory. What is the advantage? What is the disadvantage? We should discuss. But for now, related to vendor managed inventory, we discussed two things. It came under two areas. One is JIT 2, just in time 2, and this is the other concept, which is collaborative planning, forecasting, and replenishment. These two are related to vendor managed inventory. Are you getting something? Yes or no?
Sir, please repeat, sir.
This concept, actually we are talking about this, right? Collaborative planning, forecasting, and replenishment for manufacturing. This is one kind of software used during manufacturing for collaboration. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what does this do is, this collaborative tool actually is managed by this vendor managed inventory concept. Or CPFR is actually vendor managed inventory. Simply you understand, like CPFR means it's actually vendor managed inventory concept in business. Okay. Yes or no?
Sir, ये vendor management inventory समझ नहीं आया, sir.
You did not understand what is vendor management inventory? No, vendor managed inventory.
Yes, sir.
See, basically, when you have a warehouse, you are a manufacturer. I am the manufacturer. I have a warehouse. All the raw materials which will come from my supplier, they are put in my warehouse first, and from the warehouse it will go to manufacturing unit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now this warehouse is actually managed by me because I am the manufacturer. It is my warehouse. How many raw materials are there? How much should I order? How much should go into manufacturing? Everything I will decide because it's my warehouse. Okay, in my premises. It is there in my warehouse, my premises. What happens in vendor managed inventory is, instead of I managing my warehouse, the vendor will manage my warehouse. The supplier will manage my warehouse. The supplier will see how many products are finishing. If it is finishing, I have to keep them filled again. So vendor will do all that for me instead of I doing. That is what is vendor managed inventory.
Okay.
Now
Sir.
got it, Rahul?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So instead of I doing, my supplier will do it for me. That is what is vendor managed inventory. Supplier managed inventory.
Doubt, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, if vendor is maintaining the inventory for us, sir,
Yes.
how would he get to know that what is our demand and how according to which things he should update the inventory.
If we are going to vendor managed inventory means we will provide access to the vendor to all our information systems. We will provide information or we'll provide access to all our information systems. Everyone will be linked.
Okay,
The supplier
okay,
will be linked. You will be linked. You will also be linked with your distributors. Everything will be linked through IT. That is what is
Okay,
ERP2. We did not talk about ERP2. That's what is ERP2. At the transaction level, it's only ERP. Now ERP is getting outdated. Now it's ERP2. What is
okay,
ERP2?
okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at this. For selling, what kind of collaborative tools we use is when you are selling it to the customer. Now to sell, when you sell it to the customers, customer and manufacturer is linked to the system called as customer relationship management system, CRM. Marketing students might be knowing who are your customers, how much are they buying. If they are buying, you can categorize your customers as very good customers, good customers, and not at all or weak customers. If it is good customers, one kind of marketing message you send. If it is good customers, one kind of marketing message you send. All that is managed through something called as customer relationship management system. Okay? Yes or no? This is maintaining relationship with your customers. That is what is CRM, customer relationship management. So these are the various information tools, information technology tools used for collaboration. Collaboration with customers, collaboration with yourself in the manufacturing process, collaboration with your suppliers. So supplier relationship management, collaborative planning, forecasting and replenishment, customer relationship management are the tools used for collaboration in all these three stages. In buying raw material stage, making stage, and selling it to the customer stage. Till here, clear? Can I go ahead? Yes or no? Quickly.
Yes, sir.
See, the other two are very easy. In the decision making stage, we don't have anything here actually in the buyer stage. But if you look here, what are we doing is we'll have actually something called as production planning systems, PPS, production planning systems. See, here it is execution. In the transaction stage, it is execution systems. In the decision stage, it is only planning systems. So we use production planning systems. IPS is inventory planning system. TPS is transport planning system. So all planning things will go into this decision making stage. What should be your transportation? How should you send your materials? How should you get your materials? All that planning stage, these kind of systems are used. Are you all getting? I wrote PPS first. PPS is production planning system. IPS is inventory planning system. TPS is transportation planning system. You have IES here. It is inventory execution system. It's execution here, planning here. Are you all getting?
Yes, sir.
See, these are all planning systems that are used, information technology systems that are used. Now here for selling, we use demand forecasting systems. We can use demand forecasting related technologies to forecast the demand. That is what is demand forecasting systems here. And look at the last one. For reporting, during the buying stage, buying of raw material stage, making stage, and for selling stage, these are the reporting tools used, reporting IT tools used. For for selling, we use customer relationship management matrix. What is a matrix? What is CRM matrix? What is supplier relationship management matrix? What is supply chain planning matrix? Supply chain planning matrix. What is a matrix? What is a metric? What is a metric? Quickly.
सर मैथ्स में पढ़ा है मैट्रिक्स बस वही पता है.
No, that it's not that matrix I'm referring to. It's not an array of numbers arranged in rows and columns. I'm not referring to that matrix. Okay, at least you spoke about matrix. That's good.
सर जितना भी मतलब मटेरियल सेल्स या मेक हुआ है उसका सर डाटा कलेक्ट करके सर.
Right.
A visual representation, sir.
Mathematical.
Yeah, visual representation. See, actually, when you're talking about customer, from the customer, what kind of information you want? For production, what kind of information you want? See, if you are a manager, you will not get into all the systems. You only want to see the final report. Yes or no? Final report as to what is the order. As a manager, you all being managers, you will not be bothering about all this. You will be bothering about the final report. That final report is what is this matrix. Okay. So in terms of your suppliers, how many suppliers are there? What is the relationship with this supplier? Is the supplier having a good relation, transactional relationship,
Like,
or is it a friendly relationship? Yeah. Go ahead.
सर लाइक census जो हम करते हैं ना सर.
Yes.
Information collection.
Yeah, information collecting. But that is a precise report. It's a precise report and the final report. So everything related to suppliers, you will get it in one report, one single rows and columns form. That is what is the supplier relationship management matrix. Similarly for production, similarly for selling. So from the customer, if you want some information, if you want to take a decision, what kind of information you want to, maybe you want how many customers are there, how many are frequently buying customers. So that information which is there in the final report is what is the matrix. Okay. You got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You will not bother about all the data that went behind. So many pages of data, so many pages of reports. Only one page report on customers, one page report on production, one page report on your suppliers. That one page report is what is this. Okay. You got it? Yes, no. You want me to repeat
Yes.
again? Something you have to tell.
Repeat, sir, once again.
What do you want me to repeat? Please let me know.
Sir, reporting, sir.
See, reporting here, in reporting, what we'll do is see, in every stage we talked about transaction, we talked about
Sir.
collaboration, we talked about planning. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We are doing all this in stage-wise manner.
Yes, sir.
We are planning, we are collaborating, we are executing. Planning, collaborating, executing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In all these three stages, what actually happened is what you are telling here. That's it.
Okay.
Sir.
You're actually planning, then you're collaborating with your partners, and then you're executing it. By doing all this, what is the final outcome is what you tell here. That is what is reporting. That's it. Now you got it.
Yes, sir.
Got
Now
it.
others ask. Whoever is asking doubts, now please ask one after the other.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat SRM and POS?
SRM and POS. See, SRM is actually, it is a software which is used for managing relationship with your suppliers. It is called a supplier relationship management tool.
Okay.
It is a software used to manage all your links with all your suppliers. That is SRM tool. Okay.
Okay.
Now POS, you are asking POS. See, POS is point of sale. At the point, if you are using some information technology related devices, devices are called as point of sale devices. Like for example, when you buy something, if you are swiping your card, that card swiping machine is a POS system. You got it?
Yes, sir.
If you go to a mall, if you are in the billing stage, whatever items you take, they will scan it. Yes or no? They'll scan your item, automatically it will appear on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Whatever they're scanning, your barcode, whatever item you took, it is appearing on the screen. The system, the software that is used there is POS software. Okay.
Okay.
That is the meaning. It is information. It's IT only. They are using the scanning barcode and getting the information on the screen is IT, information technology. Am I clear in terms of POS?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are the other doubts? Please come on.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
दोनों के कौन सा लेक्चर चल रहा है अकॉर्डिंग टू कैनवस ये?
This is supply chain management.
सर लेक्चर नंबर.
Oh, this is what lecture number? This is lecture number 11, I guess, madam.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay, now what is very important for us is not all these individual systems. This is what is the use of IT in supply chain. These are all the different types of systems that we use in supply chain. But do you think remembering all this and applying all these different software for different function is easy for an organization?
Difficult but worthy.
Difficult but worthy. But will it be useful? Will it be more easy if all of them are there in a single software? Instead of having separate software for performing each of these activities in different functions, is it very good if we have all of them performed in a single software?
Yes, sir.
Instead of having one tool which will collaborate me with my supplier, one different software which will collaborate me with my distributor, one different software which will collaborate my manufacturer with the customer. Instead of having three different softwares, for supplier one, for distributor one, for customer one, will it be good if I have a single software which will take care of all the three things for me? Are you understanding? Are you listening to what am I saying? So if I am the manufacturer and I am having link with my distributor, I am having link with my customer, I am also having link with my supplier. So to manage all my links and transactions with suppliers, with the distributors and with customers, I have different softwares. Instead of having different softwares to manage each of them, if I have a single software, would it make my work easy?
Yes, sir.
Now that's what they have done. That's what is ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Can you see here I wrote ERP and ERP2? No, ERP is a software which is called as Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning. ERP. I think you might have heard about SAP. Have you heard about SAP? Oracle, SAP? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, SAP
Yes,
is
sir.
actually an ERP. What does this do is, ERP is a software which will collaborate every one of them. In the sense, see, in an organization, manufacturing is one department, human resource is one department, finance is one department. All of them have to work with the information passed by one department. Yes or no? You all agree with my statement? For example, manufacturing will produce goods based on the information given by the marketing department. They will tell you what is the demand, what are the customers, what customers want, right? So if marketing department is giving information to the production department when they decide what to produce, accordingly they have to take money from the finance department. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And the manpower required for producing all that, if it is sufficient or it is not sufficient, they have to coordinate with HR department. So all these four of them, they have to work in coordination with each other. Should they work in coordination with each other?
Yes, sir, in coordination, sir.
Yeah, when they have to work in coordination with each other, if you look in the old way or the traditional way of functioning, HR department used to have their own HR software for managing salaries and everything. Finance department used to have their own software like Tally. I hope you all know what is Tally. Tally to maintain all their accounts and account related information.
Yes,
Then
sir.
similarly, manufacturing department will have its own software. Then similarly, marketing department will have its own software. Instead of having 4 different softwares in one company, is it good if you have one common software which will collaborate all 4 of them, which will link all 4 of them, which will function all the 4 functions? See, that's what ERP does. ERP is a software. Instead of having separate software for doing all this, in one package itself, it will have everything. HR people can do their work, finance people can do their work, manufacturing people can do their work, marketing people can do their work, and information is shared throughout all the departments. Are you getting what is ERP? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Only 1 S out of 35. No, 33.
Repeat, sir. Repeat,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, instead of having multiple softwares, to manage each of your HR function, finance function, or marketing function, only one software can do all the works. That one software is what is ERP. Now you got it?
Yes, sir.
Instead of HR department having their own software, marketing having their own software, all the departments can have a single software which is called as ERP. They can perform their own functions. And the other advantage is all the departments are collaborated. They're linked. One department can see the information of the other department according to the access given. So that is the advantage of ERP. Now we are in the ERP2 era. ERP is a collaborative tool which will link all the functions in the organization internally. Internally, I told HR department, marketing department, say finance department and HR department. All these departments are connected through ERP. One software which will perform all the functions. What is ERP2 is, see, for a company, are you all listening? I'm going to stop in 2 minutes if you are listening and active.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go on.
Yes, sir.
I am the manufacturing unit. I am the manufacturer. In my company, I have all the departments, finance department, HR department, whatever are the 4 important departments. So all the departments collaborating, all of them, one common IT tool that I'm using is ERP. That's what I told. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in the company, all the departments, if I want to club and use a single software, I'm using ERP. But my company, it doesn't only function internally. I should also have links with external people also, like my suppliers, my distributors, my customers. Should I have external links also?
Yes, sir.
Do I have external links? I have external links. And to manage all these external links, I have different software. To manage customers, I have CRM. To manage suppliers, I have SRM. Can you see? That's what we discussed here in this graph. Now, instead of having these different softwares, what if I have a software which will help me to collaborate internally as well as externally? So internally means internally with the departments, externally with my suppliers, distributors, and customers. So that is what is ERP. Okay, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So ERP1 will help you, ERP1, which is the older version, which will only help you to collaborate and integrate within your organization internally, your departments. Whereas ERP2 is the advanced software which will help you to collaborate not only internally, it will also help you to collaborate externally with your suppliers, distributors, and customers. All the stakeholders of your company. That is what is ERP2. So people with ERP knowledge, people who are doing SAP in their respective module, HR module or SAP finance module, SAP materials management module, they are in high demand in the industry, both in India as well as globally. So people who are interested in a good career with a very high package can do SAP in your respective domain. If you are a marketing student, SAP in marketing, or SAP in finance, SAP in marketing, if you do, you are highly sorted out. You are in need. People need you in the organizations. Okay, that's what we have in terms of supply chain and IT, information technology. If you have any doubts, you can ask. No doubts? How many of you are not listening at all? Most of you might be not listening.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
The
sir.
setup
We're
itself
listening.
is like this. See, basically, my practice is I never allow students to attend a class without the cameras on. But unfortunately, you are from different parts of India, and because of the setup that we have, we are going with the lecture. But it should be your own interest and motivation to listen. And you know definitely, and I know what is the schedule that you are going through from morning till evening. But still, then it is done with a purpose, and it is placement season coming fast. Any doubts you can ask in today's topic? We talked about supply chain management. Okay, the role of information technology in supply chain management. You have any doubt, you can ask, or else I request you all to see some videos on Mumbai Dabbawalas to get the understanding of their operations. See, in the next class, we'll talk about demand forecasting, which is an important task in supply chain management. We will discuss how to do demand forecasting, what are the different techniques that are there in demand forecasting, how to do it manually as well as how to do it using Excel. So that will be our class for tomorrow. We have 2 classes tomorrow. You have any doubt, I'm happy to take up. If you don't have any doubt,